How many of you like a perfectly cooked steak? All right. How many of you would say like medium's the way to go for me? All right. Okay. All right. I heard it. How many medium rare? Oh wow. Okay. Quite a few of us. All right. I'm there too, but like I'm not allowed to do it at home. So now, how many of you are like just those weirdos that just like to eat a steak totally rare? Anybody here like that? Nobody? Okay, that's all right. Nobody wanted to raise your hand just because I said weirdos. But I like medium rare, but the last time I tried that with everybody, they're like, "No, Dad, you gotta kick this a little more." You can cook a steak medium rare, and I think it tastes amazing. If you try to cook a pork chop medium rare, you know what would happen? Bad idea, right? Well, interestingly, back then, when this law was written, you could eat beef. You're not allowed to eat pork. They didn't have the science back then that said, hey, there's bacteria in ringworms and stuff in pork that if you undercook it just any at all, you really, really run the risk of that type of infection. And so it's amazing once you understand what God was doing with those laws. The laws were meant to be a reflection of his holiness. But fun fact, if you actually follow all those laws of being clean, it actually ends up being better off for you. You follow me? You follow God's ways, not just only does it honor him, it leads to your own health and your own benefit. If you don't get anything else out of this sermon, follow God's ways, things will go well for you. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to be rich and you're going to have a nice car and everything like that, okay? Jesus did promise we're going to have trouble in this life. So don't hear that. But you follow God's ways, things will go well for you. But more importantly, what was being talked about being clean, more importantly, when we look at the Leviticus, all of God's laws were meant to be an external expression of an internal reality. In other words, okay, me learning what type of food can be contaminated and what type of food is clean should show me subconsciously that there are things that contaminate my heart that I need to stay away from, attitudes, mindsets, and that there are things that honor God that I should allow to occupy my mind. You follow me? So eating clean wasn't just the idea of a series of rules that you had to follow or else God was going to be mad at you. It was meant to demonstrate an internal reality that God was like, hey, I want you, every part of you, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, to be in alignment with what my will is. External reality, external sign, internal reality.